This is a video for OCR Pure Core Mathematics, Calculus 1 Improper Integrals, 1.3 Integrals with the function undefined at a limit. This is the function 1 over root x, and I'm looking at the integral of this function between 0 and 2. And our issue is with this lower limit here. You can see that as x tends towards 0, the function is heading towards infinity. That may present us with a problem. And in particular, what happens to this area? Does it tend to a limit, or does it head off towards infinity? Well, let's have a look at the integral. I'm going to integrate this between a and 2. Replacing my problem limit 0 with a variable, and allow that variable to tend to my problem value. I've still got 1 over root x dx. Okay, now let's integrate that. Well, integrating 1 over root x gives me 2 root x. And that's evaluated between a and 2. And what happens to that as a tends to 0? Well, plugging in the limits, I'm going to get 2 root 2 from the upper limit minus 2 root a from the lower limit. And I want to know what happens as we allow a to tend to 0. Well, looking at a as it tends to 0, root a also tends to 0. And so this bit of the result is going to disappear, leaving me with a final result of 2 root 2. So this integral does in fact tend to a limit, and that limit is 2 root 2. There's that working tidied up. So here's the change to a variable for the lower limit, work it through substitutions and so on, and then allow a to tend to 0, and we end up with a value of 2 root 2. And so the integral converges to 2 root 2. So in summary, our technique was take the problem limit, replace it with a variable, and then allow that variable to tend to your problem value, in this case 0, after you've done all the integration. The next video in this sequence is 1.4 integrals that cross a value where the function is undefined.